Ever feel like you're running on fumes until payday? Let's be honest, who hasn't? Maybe an unexpected bill throws a wrench into your budget, or that car repair you've been putting off finally bites the dust. Suddenly, the days stretch out long before that next paycheck hits your account, leaving you wondering how to make ends meet. Well, fear not, fellow financially challenged warriors. There's a financial tool out there that can help you bridge the gap between paychecks, the Paycheck Advance. But before you dive headfirst into that short-term solution, let's take a deep dive and understand exactly what a paycheck advance is, how it works, and if it's the right move for you. So, what exactly is a paycheck advance? Think of it as a small loan, typically up to a few $100s, that's based on your next paycheck. The lender essentially gives you access to a portion of your upcoming earnings early, with the understanding that you'll repay them on your next payday, plus any associated fees. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, yes and no. There are definitely some pros and cons to consider before you decide if a paycheck advance is your financial superhero or your budget kryptonite. Pros of a paycheck advance. Fast cash. Need money quick? Paycheck advances are known for their speed. Approval can happen within minutes, and you could have the cash in your hand or direct deposited into your account the same day. No credit check. Unlike traditional loans, paycheck advances typically don't involve a hard credit check. This can be a lifesaver for those with less than stellar credit scores or limited credit history. Better than the alternatives, facing a late fee or an overdraft penalty. A paycheck advance can be a more affordable option compared to those hefty bank charges. Cons of a paycheck advance. High fees. Here's the catch. Paycheck advances come with fees, and they can be substantial. These fees are often calculated as a percentage of the amount borrowed, and they can range from $15 to $40 for every $100 borrowed. That can add up quickly, especially if you need to borrow a larger amount. The debt trap. It's easy to fall into a cycle of relying on paycheck advances. Remember, you're not actually getting free money. You're borrowing against your future income. This can strain your budget next payday, forcing you to borrow again just to make ends meet. Not a long-term solution. Paycheck advances are a temporary fix, not a long-term solution to financial woes. If you find yourself constantly needing a paycheck advance, it's a sign you need to address the root cause of your financial struggles. Is a paycheck advance right for you? Only you can answer that definitively. But here are some things to consider before you take the plunge. Is this a one-time expense or a recurring issue? If it's a one-time emergency, a paycheck advance might be a viable option. But if it's a recurring problem, you need to find a more sustainable way to manage your finances. Can you afford to repay the advance, plus the fees on your next payday? Don't take out a loan you can't afford to repay. Missing a payment could lead to additional fees and damage your credit score. Are there other options available? Can you cut back on expenses elsewhere? Can you ask a friend or family member for a loan? Consider all your options before resorting to a paycheck advance. Payday advances can be a helpful tool in a pinch, but they should be used cautiously and as a last resort. Be aware of the fees and make sure you can afford to repay the loan on time. Here are some alternatives to paycheck advances to consider. Create a budget. It might sound simple, but taking control of your finances with a budget can help you avoid future shortfalls. Build an emergency fund. Having a small savings stash set aside for emergencies can prevent you from needing a paycheck advance altogether. Talk to your employer. Some employers offer programs like short-term loans or earned wage access, EWA, to help employees bridge the gap between paychecks. Remember, financial wellness is a journey, not a destination. If you're struggling, there are resources available to help. Don't be afraid to seek out financial counseling or talk to a credit union or bank about alternative solutions. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,